All right, for today's workout, all you're gonna need is one dumbbell, maybe a light to moderate weight. I'm gonna be using a 20-pound dumbbell. You can certainly use lighter or heavier than that, whatever you prefer. And I'll demonstrate what we're gonna be doing with it here in one moment. We have 3 movements that we're gonna do total. So the first one is with the dumbbell. We're gonna grab that dumbbell, pop it up to our shoulder, and we're gonna do 10 single arm thrusters like this on one arm. Once we get to our 10th, then we're gonna switch to the other arm and we're gonna do 10 on the other side. So 20 total, 10 per side. So pick a weight that you're comfortable that you can do that with. And we're gonna do this workout 4 total rounds. So after we do those 20 total thrusters, 10 per side, we're gonna move to sit-ups. So this is going to be on our back, feet together, knees apart. And when we're doing our sit-up, we want to utilize the momentum called the myototic stretch reflex of our abdominal muscles. And the way we do that is we reach up with our arms and have a rather quick change of direction at the bottom. So I think of it conceptually as instead of having the sit-up starting at the bottom down here, and then I have to generate all this force to sit up like this, which is difficult. Instead of doing it that way, I rather think of the bottom as the halfway point. So instead I think of this is the starting position, the bottom is the halfway point, which I'm gonna go into and then quickly come out of by contracting my abdominal muscles and by throwing my arms forward. So I'm reaching back, throwing my arms forward, and coming up. And it actually becomes, it's a little bit more challenging at first until you get the feel for it. And then I find it actually becomes a little bit easier. So again, that's reach, use that stretch reflex, and come up. And then in a perfect world, if you're looking at me from the side like this, we want our shoulders to come forward past our hips, both in the starting and in the finishing position. If you can't make it like that, if you're back here and that's just too much of a stretch for you, that's just something to work towards in the future, okay? And then we're gonna stand up. The final movement of the bunch is step back lunges. So the way that's going to work, starting nice and tall, you're gonna step back, try to touch your knee to the ground or as close to that as you can. That's 1. Then you're gonna step back with the other leg, come back forward, that's 2. You're gonna do 10 total of those. So just to recap, we have 4 rounds for time, 10 with the right single dumbbell thruster, 10 with the left single dumbbell thruster. And again, that's a squat with a press overhead. Then there's 15 sit-ups on the ground, opening, closing, making that quick snap. And then we have 10 step back lunges, trying to tap the knee or as close as I can. That's 5 per side alternating. And for those lunges, feel free to hang on to the wall or the back of a chair or couch or something for balance if you need that balance support. All right, may not be a bad idea to have some water nearby. I'm going to start the clock and we will get the workout started. Going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Starting with those 10 single dumbbell thrusters with your right. Really trying to snap your hips at the top. Once you get to 10, switch sides, and then 10 on the other side. Try to make sure you're breathing. Trying to get your knees below your hips or hips below your knees if you can, best you can. Once you're done with 10 on each side, set that down. Next we have sit-ups, feet together, knees apart. 15 reps. Use that momentum. And once you finish 15, back to your feet. And then we're doing 10 per side, or I'm sorry, 10 total, 5 per side, alternating step back lunges. Making sure you stand up tall each time. And once you finish 10, round one's complete. We're gonna go right into round two. Grab your weight, back to those thrusters, 10 per side. Once you get to 10, switching sides. 10 on the other side. And once you're done with all 20, set that down. We're back to the sit-ups for the second round, 15. Feet together, knees apart. All right, once you're at 15, back to your feet for the step back lunges. 10 total, 5 per side. Trying to keep my weight on my heel, pushing my knee to the outside. Once I get 10, 2 rounds are completed. We're halfway through the workout. Now we're back to that dumbbell. 10 more thrusters per arm. Popping it up to the shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. And once you get to 10, switch arms. 10 on the other side. Once you're done with the 20, set your weight down. We're back to sit-ups. First set of 15. Feet together, knees apart. Don't be surprised if it gets a little sweaty. Once you get to 15, back to our feet again. And we're back to our step back lunges. Nice and tall. Touching that back knee. Ten times total. And good. Now we're on our final round. Grabbing that dumbbell for the last time. Final 10 thrusters per side. Once you get to 10, switching arms. 10 on the other side. And 10, all done with 20. Then we're on our final set of sit-ups. Feet together, knees apart. Same thing we've been working on. Last set of 15. Once you finish those 15, we're back to our feet. Final time, last set of step back lunges. Nice and tall. Tapping that back knee to the ground. Standing up all the way in between each rep. And done. Nice job. If you finish right now, you're less than 10 minutes. Next thing you want to do, try to bring your heart rate down. Big inhale through your nose. Slow exhale. Big inhale through your nose. Slow exhale. That's a really good way to bring your heart rate down. Nice job on your workout. You're all done.